brown meat, you've also got the white meat here, which comes from the claws and the main body. The brown meat is from the inside of the body, but it has a lovely deep flavour. We had this conversation the other day. And to me, if you're making a crab flan or a crab tart, that's what gives the whole thing a body.
To have the darker meat in there too.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
You can also buy it in canned form and also frozen form. Some of these are pretty good, actually, and not too bad. If you're, if you can't find fresh crab meat, it's a pretty good substitute, but you can't really beat the real thing, which is this here.
Ooh.
Now, this is what they call lump meat. We got this the other day from Devon. Look at this. It's beautifully picked, and you can see the big chunks of meat there, and also the brown meat as well. I'll just show that there. There it is, like that.
So if you get it from the fishmonger, do they already prepare it for you so you can just take it out?
They can do.
Okay.
Certainly, if you go to Cromer, certainly, or places Devon and Cornwall, it's already prepared in the shell. And we used to put breadcrumbs in and chop parsley and sieved eggs and all sorts of stuff to make it look beautiful. But there we are. Right, crab cake. Very simple. Now, here I'm going to use the brown meat first. So, brown meat goes into a bowl, like so. Then I add 1 egg. Now, this is what gives it its texture and its body.
Yeah.
Egg goes in.
How many crabs are roughly there that you're
There,
using?
I would say 1 large one, or perhaps 2 smaller ones.
Gosh, there's a lot of meat, isn't it?
There's a lot of meat, yes, there is. And the bigger the claws, obviously, the more meat you get.
Crikey,
From.
that's
Get the fishmonger to do that for you, because it's quite fiddly chops.
It is a bit of a pain. And do you know what, when I had my young chefs, when we would smash the shells, I'd say, don't smash the shells too much, because every time you smash it, you're going to have little shards. So what we would do, I'd make them go through every little bit afterwards with gloves on to make sure
there's nothing worse than punching down.
Exactly. Okay, so here we've got mayonnaise. This is bog standard shop bought mayonnaise. Now this adds a bit of texture to the dish, but also keeps it nice and moist, the meat as well. English mustard. Now some people use Dijon, I use English mustard, but be very careful. If you're using mustard powder, it's very, very strong when you first make it up. After a day, it will lose its intensity, so if you can use the jar, then do.
Okay.
Then I'm adding a bit of Worcester sauce. Here we go. Worcestershire sauce, just to give it a bit more background flavour, not too much. And this little beauty, which is Old Bay seasoning.
What?
Now, this is the stuff, when I was a young chef, we used to use this. 1939. Apparently, it's got 14 herbs and spices and bits and pieces.
I've never seen that before. Where do
you can get it from specialist shops or online, but pretty much supermarkets won't sell it. But we used to use this years and years
What else could we use?
Basically, it's celery salt.
Celery salt?
So with a few herbs added.
Oh, okay.
So you could put it in Bloody Mary as well.
Ooh.
That would be really nice.
That might disappear from the studio.
Flip into there. We'll add a touch more pepper. I don't need too much salt because pretty much that's basically salt to start with. So mix it up, and then you just add your white meat to make up a nice firm cake. So that's getting all that lovely flavour. White meat goes in.
Oh, this is going to be good. I can tell.
In it goes, and you just want to fold that together. Now, what I'm not doing is breaking it up too much. I want to keep those large chunks of crab.
You still want the texture, don't you?
Exactly.
You don't want it to be all mushy.
Now, what I do also, a lot of chefs don't do this, but I do. I add a few breadcrumbs here, because if the brown meat is slightly wetter than normal, or you add a bit too much water to it when it's been cooked,
It just absorb it.
yes, but it will reconstitute over a couple of minutes. So you need to, if you leave it half an hour, it will obviously absorb more water.
Yeah.
So you don't want them dry. So don't go too mad. Keep the mixture quite soft.
Yeah.
And as you see, I'm not breaking it up at all. And then finally, a few spring onions. A lot of chefs don't do that, but I do. I just like that slight onion kick.
Yeah, I love that too.
Okay. Now, what you need to do then is form them into small patties. I'm not going to get my hands dirty here because I've already got some done. But a great little tip here. What I've done, I've made them into little patties, as you can see.
This is where I mine all fall apart.
Now, this is where we can box a bit clever here. Bear in mind, you've got egg in there to start with, so it will, when it cooks...
You'll find it.
This is starch. It's a normal starch. Corn flour, arrowroot, buy in the supermarket. I dust mine with a little bit of starch, like so. And as soon as that hits the heat, that sets. The starch sets, turn it over, and stop it falling apart.
And it goes crispy straight.
Also makes them gluten-free as well.
Ah.
So pop those into there, and then what you do is you cook them, as I've done here, in this pan, as you can see. See, they've just started to break apart a bit, but they're not falling apart.
Breaking apart's fine.
Breaking apart is absolutely fine.
By us, we're fine with
Nothing
that.
changes, does it?
It's when it's just falling apart in the pan that's so miserable. You're like, it's not ready yet.
Let's leave them to rest for a second. We're going to make a relish over here.
Okay.
Now, here's a great little tip. This is a cucumber relish, and here I've got a cucumber, and this here's